Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today I kind of wanted to talk about the concept of how sometimes we just want to be listened to. We don't want to be given advice. We don't want to be given that roadways or plans or, we just truly want to be listened and feel like someone cares. And there's truly a difference in that, right? There's a difference in between being heard and being fixed. And people, they do it out of care. I'm not saying they don't care. They don't think it would, be most beneficial. But I feel like the quickest thing is that they jump to, okay, professional help, like and these are obviously extreme examples. For example, there could be something as, you're asking, you have a crush on someone, going towards, you want a relationship and you're just talking about it. You're talking out your feelings. But the problem is they give you advice. You're like, oh, you should do this. You should, wear this, be like more presentable, say these things, whatever. And that's not what you wanted. You just want it to be like, oh, have you ever felt like this before? Is this similar experiences? Is this okay to feel like this? This kind of thing, reassure the feelings. Because then often than not, what can happen is that you feel like you're just a problem that needs to be fixed instead of being heard and actually felt like your words matter. Of course like I said, again, they do it out of care and they want to see you get better. And so they offer it through the best possible way, is that a professional or some methods or different methods of getting better. But sometimes it's just venting, right? And the words that maybe started is like, oh, I'm going through this and this and this, and they go through help instead. They go through the actions to get better or to be fixed, quote unquote, is like, no, but I just wanted to vent kind of thing, I just wanted to be heard. And that difference is so, so important. So sometimes I would recommend, if you're going through, someone's asking you and asking you to be there or whatever and hear their side of the story, whatever, really focus on, if you can't pick up the cues, if they want to be listened to or given advice, you got to ask. Just ask, like purely be like, do you want to be given advice or do you want to be listened to? Or it could be a mix, right? It could be both. But truly ask that, just straight up ask them that question, because or else it'll be, it may seem, they'll be nice about it. They'll probably be like, oh, thank you for, talking, but they truly didn't want that, or they didn't want a certain side of it, or whatever the case may be, because then it, they don't want to hear about that. They don't want to worry about it right now. They just want someone to feel their emotions, validate their emotions, and be there for them. Especially when you're going through something like as harsh as depression, where you just want to feel better. You just want to physically feel like someone is able to be heard. You don't want to feel lonely, or, sometimes it's not about being fixed. It's the action of literally healing that gaping feeling, that aloneness in their heart that's a void of any sort of connection or any sort of feeling. And they just want to be validated that, hey, no, it's okay. Like, you will get better. And hey, I care about you and I'm proud of you. That kind of thing. Like, just those words alone make the difference. Not that they need professional help or they need, all these things. It kind of gets the message differently. You can say it at the end or whatever. You can, of course, always remind them that that's available and all that. But focusing on what they want sometimes is necessary. To end this video off is that sometimes you really just need a listening heart. A heart that's beating, the heart that's feeling your emotions instead of a helping hand. And yeah, that's the importance of just hearing someone out instead of trying to make them feel like they need to be fixed or they're a part that's broken, But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Much love as always. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscribe. All those things. I read all the comments. I appreciate it. I share my ideas and feedback, and I try to, help out if you ever need advice or whatever. I love it. But much love as always, and I'll see you in the next one.